Investment advisory and financial planning services are offered through Simplicity Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute nor endorse of the firm, nor does it indicate that the advisor has attained a particular level of skill nor ability. Investing involves risk of loss. Insurance, consulting, and education services offered through Diamond Life Planning is a separate and unaffiliated entity from Simplicity Wealth. This information is provided as a general information and is not intended to be specific financial guidance. Before you make any decisions regarding your personal financial situation, you should consult a financial or tax professional to discuss your individual circumstances and objectives.
Welcome to the Rock My Finances show on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV, where we put the fun in finance. Join Powerhouse Jennifer Joseph, CDFA, CMC, and Private Wealth Advisor, as she collaborates with you to create clarity, control, and confidence with your money, your way. It's not about the zeros, so what is it all about? Let's find out. Now here's your host and weekly friend, Jennifer Joseph.
Hey y'all, podcast community out there. So glad you're here. This happens to be the first day of January. I am refreshing my wonderful show, and I wanted to tell you what Rock My Finances is all about. I have been in the financial world for many decades, and I've met with thousands and thousands of people in financial planning, in money coaching, and all of these divorce situations. Unfortunately, I'm also a certified grief counselor, so we've lost spouses, we've lost family members, and there's money situations in everything. And what I found is we have a component that we don't talk about in the media. It's not on TV and radio shows and financial shows. And I wanted to make sure that we understand this is what is stressing us out and overwhelming us around our money. So I created just Rock My Finances. I wanted to make sure that we could get out there and just rock it. I'm a rocker. I also love rock and roll too. So Rock My Finances. I wanted to make sure that we can know where we're at, where we're going, where we want to get there, how we want to get there, and focus on the prosperity and the empowerment of our dreams and our goals. So I want us to all rock our finances, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to look at the hidden emotional relationship that we have with money. And that's what we do on the Rock My Finances show. We look at everything around money in every different aspects, but we also bring in our humanness, right? We're all human. We've all been through crap. We've all been through hell and back. Stuff has happened. Oh yeah, this is not a PG-13 show, y'all. I do love to cuss. It's my situation. So I will try to clean it up for you, but there might be some bombs dropping here and there. So don't put this on your kid's car when you have little kids in the car. So we don't realize that what we think about money and what we were raised with money in our childhood comes out in our life. And this is my magic sauce, as you say, is my F word. My clients crack me up, or they love it when I say it. Okay, it's the F word. It's how we feel about money is what comes out in our bank account. So when I say it's not about the zeros, it's literally not about the zeros. I have multimillionaires and I have broke ass people, and they feel the same way. Like we have both. And so that's what lended me to keep searching and educating myself and realizing how can I help everyone? Because it's not about the zeros. It's about how we feel about the zeros. I literally just got off of a call with a client and I'm like, okay, what's going on? She has credit card debt. Her income has changed in this climate that we're at now. So every year is completely different. And she has, $100,000 in the bank in a checking account. And so we talked about why are we not paying off debt? Why, where are we at? So I get all the way down to how much is the credit card interest monthly that you're throwing it away. So what you need to do when you have credit card debt is you want to look at your credit card, not the minimum balance, but the interest rate on your balance. So how much money are you throwing away every month? So let's say you had $10,000, there's a 20% interest. So now you got $2,000 a year that you're throwing away. So that's $180 a month. I want you to go pull $180 a month out of your ATM. I want you to get in the car. I want you to go on the freeway. I want you to just throw it out the window, because that's what you're doing. That's all you're doing. So we definitely do not want credit cards with interest that you carry a balance on. And life happens. So we all have it at times, right? But we want to make sure that that's what we know what we're doing. So we don't pull. Are you an ostrich? Do you pull your covers over your head and you don't look at your numbers? And I always have my clients look at your numbers and love your numbers. Look at your credit card debt, look at that debt and look at it and say, okay, I loved that dinner with my family. Like this one happened to be, she wasn't working. She was going to school. Okay, I got a great degree and I racked up some debt in the meantime. So now I need to pay that off. But we definitely don't want to be charging Christmas that you can't pay off, birthdays that you can't pay off, vacations that you can't pay off. We just want to make sure that when we're doing big things like that, credit cards are just a safety net, and the interest that we have on those credit cards is what's eating away our wealth. And I want us all to be abundant. So we go to how we feel about that debt, how we feel about that dinner that's charged on our credit card. And we look at that. So going back to our childhood, what was the household theme in your childhood when you were growing up around money? I've had several different things. Mine was work hard, make money. We always owned a business. We worked 7 days a week, 365 days a year, my whole life. We never took vacations. We never went anywhere because somebody had to be at the house every single day. And so it was work hard, make money. And I can tell you, I had to reprogram that belief. The year that I did not work as hard as I always did, I doubled my income. I literally worked less. I took Fridays off. I left in the afternoons and I doubled my income. So work hard, make money is not true. If we look around us, there's people 2, 3 jobs, working overnight, going to school, getting up in the morning. They are not millionaires. So working hard is not making money. So that I knew that I had to rethink that belief. Every thought that we have thought is never unthought. It's always in our file cabinet. It's always in our brain. We just need to rethink new beliefs. So my new belief is money is coming to me easily and effortlessly, no matter what work I'm putting out, because it's about how I feel about it. I could be laying in my hot tub, which I am every morning. I could be laying in my hot tub thinking about how I feel about money. And that is working per se, right? That's bringing me abundance. That's manifesting. That's healing my body. That's healing my stress so that I can actually be here for you and my clients. It's awesome. Okay. Another one is money doesn't grow on trees, I've heard, right? Okay, money doesn't grow on trees. What does that actually mean? That just means that your parents didn't have the money, or your caretakers, whoever you were in your childhood that dealt with money. Okay, actually it does. It's paper, so it does. So let's change that. It's what is our priorities that we're going to spend money on? And if we actually think about it, we think about our childhood, what did your household spend money on? Because that was their value system around money. Did they spend money on drinking and partying? Did they spend money on dinners? Did they spend money? They have no money and they were just basically trying to keep food on the table. Did they spend money on clothes? Did your, like my mom, my dad was an alcoholic growing up. Bless his heart, he passed at 94. And I learned to be honest from him in business. Like we always owned a business, but they partied every other day and they spent a lot of money. So they ran out of money because they didn't think they were going to live till their 90s. My mom's still alive. She's 93. So they're living forever. They thought they were going to die in their 60s. Nope. So they did run out of money, but their value was people and relationships. And they spent money. They'd buy a round to the bar. We entertained and we had people and food and all over. So that was their value. Their value was not the future. They didn't think they were going to live. Their value was not health in their body, as mine is. So mine is relationships. Still, I still like to buy experiences. I don't buy crap. I buy experiences for Christmas and birthdays and things. And I just can't, I'm not a materialistic person that way. So it doesn't work for me. And my poor daughter, her love language is receiving gifts or gifts giving. And I've just been horrible at that. Like I just found that out a few years ago. So another little side thing, do your love languages test. and find out what your love language is and your kids' love languages and your friends and family, so that you see how they accept and feel love, and do yours if you haven't done it. Mine is quality time and quality touch. So I love to spend quality time with someone, and I love, hugs. I'm a big hugger. I'm single. I've been single for like 12 years, which is absolutely crazy to me, but okay, it is the way it is. And I love it. I'm very happy, but I miss hugs, right? So I have a grief group that meets at my house every month. And so I get hugs from everybody on the way out, some on the way in. And when I see them around in my community, we get hugs and stuff. So know your love languages. Make sure that you're not sending a bunch of materialistic stuff to people who don't appreciate it, right? So like I had a friend who was acts of service. She loves acts of service. That's a gift to her. So instead of sending her crap, I would send her a car or an oil change or a housekeeper or a meal or, acts of service. Like that really makes her feel lit up. When I do have another one that does like gifts, so she likes shiny things. So I would do that for her. So it's all about how we feel about money. So this happens to be January 1st right now as I'm doing this podcast. And I want to rethink what I'm doing, right? Let's look at last year. Let's look at this year. Let's see what it's all about. Rock My Finances. The magic is the feeling, the F word, about how we feel about our finances. I want us to all have feminine financial freedom. We got some men out there. That's great. Love you. I'm so glad you're here. And I want you to pull in your masculine and your femininity inside your money, because it gives us the yin and the yang around our money. And I believe that in this world of finance, it's very masculine. It's very do this, do this, do this, do this. When they talk about women and money, don't buy shoes, don't go to Starbucks, you're spending too much money, but they never say, hey, that's great. What's your side hustle? Let's create a business. Do you like to make soups? That's great. Take it to the office and sell your bowls of soup or your Tupperwares of soup for $10. And you never know. That could be a couple $100 a month just by doing something that you're already doing. You just do it on a grander scale and share it with people. I love people cook for me because I hate cooking every single day, right? So that's also giving the gift of love if you enjoy that. So for feminine financial freedom, we need to recalibrate everything that we've heard out there, everything that we've seen out there, because we are badass. Ladies, we rock it. Men, if you grab in your femininity of yourself, you're going to find a whole new aspect of traits that are amazing. So we're not going to do it the masculine, the woulda, coulda, shoulda. You need to do it this way. This is one way to do it. Yada, yada, yada. Every woman has her own way to prosperity and financial freedom. So that's why I love money coaching, because I want to make sure it fits for you. Everybody has a different upbringing, a different family. They have different friends. They're in a different socioeconomical place in their life. They're in a different business place in their life. Their income is different, and it's different all along the way. So we need to look at where we're at today, where we were 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or where we're going. All of that is different. Okay. So Rock My Finances really goes on where you're at today. So I love for you to check out all the episodes and see which ones fit for you, share them, download them. And you might, comment when you come on live. So our show is on YouTube, Facebook, and our radio show every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Love for you to join us and type in your little questions or comments. We'd love for you to, I will answer them live if you can do that. Okay, so Rock My Finances. Here's 3 things that we need to do. Number 1, you need to have a money team. Your money team has to be set up that works for you. Number 2, we need to have systems in place. I don't want you to have to worry and stress about money. Stress kills abundance. Stress kills prosperity and kills our body too. So we don't need to be under money stress. And I would pretty much guarantee everybody that's listening right now has some money stress, like we all do, right? Number 3 is beliefs, our beliefs around money. That's the secret sauce of Rock My Finances. Okay, teams, what does that mean? Everyone needs a money team. Here's an example of people on your money team. Financial advisor, woo, woo. Money coach, woo, woo. We need to have these things because we have an emotional relationship with money that needs to be cared about as well, because that's what's blocking our joy and our prosperity and our abundance. So we need to have those things. We also need to have a tax strategy person. I'm from California, and so Taxes are crazy, right? I've been there my whole life. I just moved to North Carolina, so it's different taxes here, but tax strategists, we still need to have that information. We need to have an investment person, investment manager, an investment advisor. We need to make money on our money while we're sleeping. Another one of my mantras. My money makes money while I'm sleeping. My money makes money while I'm sleeping. I love it. So we want to make sure that's happening somehow, some way. I have very conservative people that want to just put it in a money market or want to put it in a CD or bonds or something very, very safe. That's fine as long as your money makes money while you're sleeping. We want that to happen. We want to have a retirement planner. We want to plan for, I'm never going to retire in my head, right? But I want to have my end date, my feminine financial freedom day, which means all of the money that I have is making money that's paying for my entire lifestyle. I don't have to set the alarm. I don't have to wake up. I don't have to get out of bed, and everything's going to be fine, guaranteed. It doesn't matter who's storming the Capitol. It doesn't matter who's in the White House. It doesn't matter what the hell Congress is doing. It doesn't matter when they change our tax code. It doesn't matter. I can still get up. My house is great. My health is great. I can still buy organic. I can still travel to Italy. I can still have my cars, my friends, my pickleball, my golf. I can still have all of my life no matter what is happening. So I do not have to stress about money. That is feminine financial freedom, y'all. And I haven't met one woman yet in all these years and thousands of women that did not have someone else they wanted to help. Every single time I ask them this question, what's one of your goals? It's always to help someone else. Always. Every single woman has always wanted to help someone else too. So we're really good at that. We're going to take people with us when we're doing well, which is another reason why you need to be abundant. You need to be prosperous. You need to make money, because I know you're going to help others, right? The more women we have to control the money in this country than in the world, the better off our country and our world is going to be, because we think about others and we want to make sure that everybody is being helped as well. That is my whole mission on this planet, is to empower women and to get more money and more education and more knowledge in the power of women. I believe that is going to end hunger. It is going to end abuse. I'm a huge violent advocate. I was emotionally abused for 10 years. All that stuff. You can listen to other episodes about all that stuff. But that is what we really need, is more educated, confident women handling the money in this country and in this world. And we will change it all. We have the power, y'all. We have the power. Men, we love you so much. And there's a really great amount of men out there that want women to be amazing as well, right? Okay, we also need to have our retirement planner, but we also need to have our estate planner. So we need our attorney to do the lawful thing in your state, to set up all of your assets. You don't want to get in a car wreck and lose anything, right? You want to make sure that things are separate. You want to make sure that you pass on your properties accordingly. We don't want it to go to the courts and probate. That loses so much of your hard-earned money that you've earned in your houses and your properties and your apartment buildings you might have. So we want to make sure all that is set up correctly. So we want to have our attorneys for that as well. We want to have our attorneys for our liability stuff to protect our house, like have an umbrella policy over your house so that if anybody gets hurt on your property, it's not going to take your house. We need to have insurance done correctly as well. I love life insurance. I'm also a life insurance agent. I do that in my retirement planning because I'm a retirement planner as well. And so I really want to make sure that everyone is protected, not paying ridiculous amounts for insurance, but you are protected in your life. Like my income stream, my guaranteed lifetime income stream is protected with insurance. I love that. It's my own personal pension. I love that. I do that for a lot of my clients because I don't want to be worried about all this other stuff. Like I can't control Congress. I can vote, but I cannot control the outcome of all of that. So I want to make sure that I'm set for the rest of my life. So we need to make sure that we have a team behind us. Okay. That's number one. Next, we want to make sure that we have systems put in place. I don't want you to have to think about how you do your bills, how your cash flow is going, what's your past money story, what's your future money story, what's your goals moving forward. Is it based on fear and past beliefs that are no longer true? Or is it current beliefs that you're here? Do you have a money timeline for the rest of your life? Do you have your own money story map? Do you have your complete insurance analysis? Do you have your complete investment analysis? We need to have systems put in place so that those are things that we don't need to worry about. And our beliefs. We need to make sure that we look at our money story, look at our mission statement, make sure we have our value statements. We want to heal the past beliefs. We want to create new money beliefs, new patterns, new abundance, our new vision in a supportive community. We don't need to be shamed and blamed for anything. We want to make sure that we have a huge supportive community behind us doing this. That is what Rock My Finances does. We have a whole program. We have, coaching program around that. We have a Rock My Finances club. We have all kinds of things with that. But I want you here to listen to this podcast every week, and hopefully you'll get some tips and tricks to bring in empowerment, abundance, and joy. Basically, joy every freaking day. That is what we're here for, y'all. I want to thank you all for listening to this wonderful episode. Come back every Thursday. That would be awesome. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.
Wait, the show isn't over yet. There's more fun and finances ahead. Jennifer will be right back as we have a special bonus offer for you right here on Rock My Finances, broadcasting live on K4HD Radio and Talk 4 TV.
Hey y'all, it's Jennifer Jost. Are you ready to transform your relationship with money? Rock My Finances Club is your weekly mastermind for wealth empowerment. Join me live for your personal weekly group video sessions and access your personal portal with the video library at any time, including your success system and way more bonuses. Go to rockmf.com for your financial empowerment. Make yourself a priority today. Schedule a chat with me at rockmf.com and achieve your feminine financial freedom finally. Oh, and don't forget to ask me how to save 50%. See you at our weekly mastermind.
Okay, Rock My Finances on K4HD and Talk 4 TV is back. Once again, let's put the fun in finance with your host and weekly friend, Jennifer Jost.
Hey, y'all.
We appreciate you joining.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
We appreciate you joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe to the Rock My Finances YouTube channel for more engagement and bonus content. Tell me, what is your money story? Let's find out with Jennifer right here on K4HD Radio and Talk 4 TV. It's not about the zero, it's about the F word, feelings. Feelings Jennifer can't wait to explore with you next week. Until then, let's all say, I rock my finances.